Hello everyone, and thank you for watching. This video is a little bit of a deviation from what I normally do. Typically my focus is on helping people get online, e-commerce, websites, things of that nature, but as a side note, I'm also a asthmatic sufferer. I suffer from asthma. I've had it since I was born. And I just wanted to make a video kind of about a change that has gone on in the asthmatic world, and I'm trying to invoke some sympathy and have some people empathize with this situation, especially if you're an asthmatic. First of all, if you're an environmentalist wacko and guru and you're listening to this, I'm a little miffed at you right now because again, here we are in the name of the environment, saving the ozone, yada yada yada, and I don't mean to discredit that or say that there's not a problem, because there is. But how do you justify saving the ozone and the earth in the name of people's health, or at the cost of people's health, excuse me. Again, I mean, obviously it's, only logical to assume that, yeah, unless we've got an environment that can sustain life, I really can't sit here and gripe about it. Duh. But the bottom line is that the environmentalist wackos thinking that CFCs or chlorofluorocarbons within the asthmatic relief inhalers, the little tiny pocket things that you squirt into your mouth and inhale, that those CFCs are somehow killing the ozone. And again, that's an assumption that those particular CFCs are that are being absorbed by the human body. Okay, let's not forget that they're inhaling those CFCs. They're not squirting it out into the atmosphere like a can of hairspray. Okay. But there's this assumption that those are directly also causing a reduction in the ozone layer, which of course, as we know, if that's gone, the sun gets through and we all vaporize, right? Scary stuff. Basically, the new inhalers are using a new propellant that is not as effective. It's not getting as much medication into the sufferer's lungs, and so they're not getting relief. Also, there's a bunch of side effects. One side effect I think I've noticed lately, I'm going to the doctor about it soon and we'll keep everyone updated, but I'm having a severe case of tinnitus in both my ears, which is the horrible perpetual ringing that you can't get rid of and no one else can hear. You almost think you're going crazy. And ever since I've switched over to this new type of inhaler, I've noticed this side effect. Also, I've noticed what everyone else has been saying, that it just doesn't get the medication in your lungs and therefore it doesn't work. And then to cap all this off, thank you very much, environmentalist wackos, but to cap all this off, I, for $50, could get 2 full-size albuterol inhalers, and that would last me 2 months. Now for the same cost, I get 1 inhaler, and it's half the size. So let's go ahead and quadruple the cost, because I'm only getting a quarter of the medication for the same price. And the quarter of the medication I am getting doesn't work as good, and it takes more puffs for me to get the relief. So I'm getting a quarter of the medication for the same cost, and it's only lasting half as long. So I don't know, you do the math as to how much of an increase in cost that is. And so that's kind of where we're at. We've got an environmental push to hurt asthmatics in the name of the ozone layer. Okay, now, I'm not against the environment. I'm not against environmentalists. But when it comes to directly affecting my health, yeah, I get a little bit more miffed. Like I said, I'm not against the environmentalist in terms of being unreasonable and understanding that, yes, we do need to protect our environment, because of course we do. But it's kind of discouraging and upsetting to me that there isn't one study out there that points to asthmatic inhalers being a major and direct cause. Yes, there are studies that show that CFCs are, the chlorofluorocarbons, however you say it. There's studies that show that those are, but there are no studies that show that the asthma inhalers are the problem. There is an assumption that is linked. Because the inhalers have the CFCs, then therefore they must also cause an issue with the ozone. And that's a big stretch. That's a leap of an assumption, especially when you have to consider that the CFCs are being absorbed by the human body. They're being inhaled. They're being held into the lungs and absorbed into the bloodstream. And, I'm sorry, but I don't think we fart CFCs, you environmentalist wackos. So, this website I've got shown up here, if you're sympathetic to the cause, if you're not an environmentalist wacko trying to inhibit other people's health in the name of your environment as you see it, then please visit this website. This URL at the top here should be in the information box in the top right. But what they're basically doing is they're the national campaign to save CFC asthma inhalers, and they are kind of spearheading a petition to keep those effective inhalers on the market. Otherwise, the only reason they're being taken off the market, a working inhaler that has been working for people for years now, decades now, the only reason they're taking it off the market is because someone out there is saying, it's hurting our ozone layer. Okay, well, hey, if that's the case, let's rethink this. But until you can show me proof that asthmatic inhalers are a direct cause of the loss of our ozone, then lay off, because there's millions of people that can't breathe because of that assumption and that leap. So, if you're sympathetic to the cause, if you're an asthmatic sufferer and you've also noticed the same, and especially if you're having the same symptoms I am with this tinnitus, which is horrible, leave a comment, write, let me know, but most importantly, do something about it. Go to this website. I have no interest in it. I have no way to make money off this. This is purely charitable, but go there, and like I said, they're spearheading a petition to get this resolved. So please visit it. Any other sufferers out there, please drop a line, subscribe. I'm going to try to keep other videos coming out to keep people updated about this, because it's a big deal. Like I said, not only am I suffering, but there are millions of others who are far worse off in their asthma than I am. There's elderly people, there are people with pulmonary issues that far exceed mine, and so I can only imagine the suffering they're going through. And again, their suffering is a direct consequence of you environmentalists stating something that really isn't proven yet. Yes, it's proven CFCs hurt the ozone, but it's not proven that the CFCs inhaled into the body by asthmatics inhalers are also causing it. So, let's distinguish that difference. Let's get some more information about it, and let's launch a petition to try and get this problem rectified. Thanks again for listening.